Welcome to my channel. Hi everybody, how are you doing? I hope everything is okay with everybody. And I wanted to let you know right off the start, this isn't going to be a very long vlog, I hope. Um, I'm not working on any of my series. I'm trying to take it easy. And I wanted to first talk to you about you and my situation in coming to your channels. Maybe a lot of my subscribers are worried that I'm going to unsubscribe or I'm not going to be interested in your channels anymore. The truth of the matter is, I'm a little bit busy right now, and because I'm getting back on my feet after a bladder infection, I've been really lagging my feet. And for all of you who are wondering where I am and when I'm coming to your channel, hold on, I'm coming to your channel. Um, if you haven't been to my channel in a while, and are not sure if I'm aware that you're subscribed or not or whatever, you can always pop in and say hi. Like that, I know you're at least out there. Quite frankly, if I like your channel, I don't care whether you're subscribed or not. I'm gonna subscribe. If I like your channel, I'm gonna come every once in a while and leave a comment, and I'm gonna subscribe. So what can I say? But as for everything else, everything in good time. I'm just getting back on my feet, and I have things that I need to get done. One of them is taking my kitty to the vet in the next few days, and I have to make sure that she's going to be okay. Last year we had a big problem with her. She was very nervous, and so I want to try to calm her down and make sure that she's in the right kind of, you know, psyche to go. I don't want her upset or nervous about anything. I guess she's a lot like me. It doesn't take much to stir things up with her. Anyway, that's that. I wanted to talk to you about that. And my content for today is, it's a little up in the air because I wanted to give you an update. I was talking to you when I uploaded my pepperonata. Um, hold on. My pepperonata stew recipe, and I was talking to you about my bladder infection and some of the things that I found out. Well, the truth of the matter is that there have been some changes made to my daily intake, food-wise, and so it's affected me. Those little things that I found out recently about things that can cause UTI, um, they are they affected how I eat every day. And so I'm going to be talking to you a little bit later on about my eating plan, my starch solution diet. And it's actually not much of a diet. It's more of a meal plan than a diet. But I swore by it last fall, and I lost, in a matter of a month, so much weight. And I felt good with it. But I've had two issues, which I will describe to you later on. And so I don't know how to categorize this vlog because it falls out of my ordinary missing kid case or endless journey case or whatever have you. And so unless I start another series of how to categorize this vlog, I'm just going to leave it nameless and put some title on it, and hopefully it won't be very long. So I'm going to pick up a couple of bits of fruit and maybe I'm going to try to start to make a peach pie tonight. I'm going to grab some more apples. Maybe I'll make a little sugar-free pie. And I don't know. I think I need to be taking in some more fruits because I find my body, I'm craving them. So I'm going to go and pick up a couple more and I'm heading home. So I kept it a very light and lazy day today because I am really, I don't want to wear myself out, and I'm not tired the way that I used to be before I came down with that bladder infection. So I think maybe that was whatever was in my system, which I'm going to talk about later, probably is okay now. So I'm feeling much better. I'm very different from when I first took ill. So anyway, I'm gonna go out. Maybe I'll take you in the market with me. I don't know. Hi everybody. So I'm just taking a little time out here to give you another update on my health. Um, Life is not going very well for me right now, health-wise. Last year at this time, I was getting over a very bad bout of food poisoning, and I was going through different situations, and now I'm experiencing what I know to be as a recurring bladder infection, and I wanted to let you know because I'm trying to keep a record of everything that's going on with me, and so I found out other things since I last spoke to you about this situation. And yes, I think it could be related to hot sauce. But I also found out that it is sometimes possible to acquire a lactose or a carbohydrate deficiency, not deficiency, intolerance. That's the word. And so what I'm not sure, now the carbohydrate intolerance causes you to have bladder infections. And just before my bladder infection came on, I did eat, you know, those sourdough bread loaves, which I love. I had a chunk of it. I took it out of the freezer and I put it in the microwave, and I had a chunk of it. And it didn't go down right. I guess it was too thick and chewy. And because no matter what I did, I couldn't get it down. I chewed and I chewed. There was something in it maybe that reacted badly in my bladder and in my intestines. After that, right after that, that would have been last weekend, about a week ago. I, you know, I had these issues, and my symptoms were that I would, you know, have that tension, that pulling, whenever I went to the bathroom, and it wasn't right. It wasn't normal. I had that feeling that I couldn't hold it anymore, even though I hadn't been holding it. And so when I'm out in public, that is an issue. And then that persisted for a day or two, and I was taking the capsules, and then I bought new ones, and then it seemed that everything cleared up. And then when I made the peperonata stew last night, I noticed that when I was peeling the potatoes, um the peel, on the inside part was kind of tinged with green. And that's supposed to be very bad, but the potato itself was beautiful. However, they didn't cook right. The edges remained permanently hard, even though it was boiling for over an hour and a half. Um, and then all of a sudden, I started experiencing the reverse kind of issue. And I spent the entire night not really needing to go to the bathroom, but not having to go at all, which is quite unlike me. Normally, I have to run to the washroom 2 or 3 times during the night. Um, my body is changing, guys. I'm old. And so what I don't understand is that okay, this could also be a leaky gut, which is more or less what I was going through last spring and summer, and I managed to cure it. And so I did that with lemon juice and apple cider, and I heard that one of the treatments, or one of the remedies for this leaky gut, or this carbohydrate intolerance, is apple cider vinegar and lemon juice with a little ginger. So that's what I'm gonna try. And I remember being on that lemon juice and apple cider vinegar for the longest time, for at least 2 or 3 months last summer. And I was so afraid to get off of it, because I also had burning mouth syndrome. I'm just full of problems, aren't I? And so I did manage to cure myself of that. So it's not such an issue, but guys, the starch solution is exactly what it's called. It's a diet based on carbohydrates. And I lost an enormous amount of weight last fall, and I felt wonderful. Okay, I don't feel that bad now either. And mind you, I have lost some of the weight that I put on. I can tell by my clothes that most of my tops are huge on me. I did lose some weight, but my abdomen is puffy. And so now I'm beginning to understand why I'm having this situation with bloatedness and puffiness. It's because of what I'm going through. And I have to find a way to get around it. Now, I'm not sure. I've been eating potatoes all along, and I just had this situation occur very recently. So the other day I had the pumpkin spice latte. It could have been triggered a bit by that. I'm not sure. home again, and I picked up just a couple of things, and I'm going to let you have a look. And bear in mind that I have been also buying juice and a lot of this. One of the bottles broke yesterday, so I had to go back and get more. Anyway, these are things that I am basically being advised to try. And I love apples and oranges, so I'm gonna let you see what I bought. And then probably, I usually have fruit before my dinner and not after. Maybe I'll have one for a snack after, but usually a couple of fruits a day, before and after dinner. And that's basically about it. I guess the point of this vlog might be what I eat in a day, but I am not too focused on food right now, and I'm not doing much eating. I used to be able to eat a whole plate full of 4 potatoes and everything, a vegetable soup made with 4 potatoes. I can't finish it anymore for my starch solution program. And so I'm eating, I'm not always hungry the way I used to be. And so it might be just because I haven't been feeling that great. I was a little hungry today, but I haven't eaten yet because it went away. That feeling went away that I wanted to eat something. And so anyway, I'm going to switch the view and let you have a look at what I got. So this is my little grocery haul. I actually went for the beverages, and I started out with 2 of these and 1 broke. And so, yes, I decided, since I haven't been able to find many peaches, apples and oranges are the other 2 fruits that are, very good for bladder issues. And so altogether that came to actually I have those 3 jugs of water that I showed you in the car. It came to $23.26. There you have it. That's my haul. And so then after that, I swung over to the dollar store, the Dollarama, and I picked up a little more of this flavor. Like that, she's even with all flavors all around. And I picked up, this is very nice. I find that it doesn't dry my skin. And usually just water is enough, unless I wear makeup. Water is more than enough to cleanse my face. And so I've used this many times in the past, and I like it. And so then I actually was running out of these wipes. These are for the car, and I love those. I love those, and I need some more of that. And I decided to pick up another, I'm minus 1 vinegar container. And so I have so many different kinds of vinegars, and that is why I purchased another one of these. I find that this doesn't last very well. It creates an issue, but it'll do. And so I actually have 4 of those. And that's it. That's my Dollarama haul. And the whole thing came to $22.75. And that is my Dollarama haul. So guys, I'm planning on freezing these fresh cranberries. I have never been much of a fan of cranberries, but I like them. And so I picked up a couple more apples. I haven't shown you the haul that I did yesterday because I'm saving it for another vlog. But so I'm doing this almost in reverse. But I did pick up more apples yesterday. And so I thought I would pick up a couple more. And here are the oranges. I love these oranges. And then because I've been craving some probiotic yogurt. I decided to pick up a package. Not only that, guys, I know I'm not supposed to be having dairy on the starch solution, but what I'm going to discuss with you later entails some sort of allergy with bread and dairy, and so I'm trying something out. And so I bought another bottle of that, which I love. I've drank this ever since I was a child, and I've always found it very soothing to whatever health irritations I've had at the moment. And so, but I'm feeling much better. I just like drinking that concoction I showed you the other day. And so that's my haul. It came to around 15 bucks. So guys, for lunch or for a snack, I love these, and I can't talk highly enough about these instant soups, which is very highly featured in this diet. You can have as many of these as you want, and I usually do drop a little bit of an oxo cube in there or some of that bone broth, and I stretch it out. And I just love this, you know, when you have that tense stomach at night. And instead of having tea, I'll have one of these maybe. But usually I save them for lunch in case I do get hungry. And so along with that, I will probably have some of these or a vegetable sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and maybe a little cucumber or something else. For dinner, I'll either make some vegetable soup, which I usually have with 4 potatoes, some green vegetable, and carrots and zucchini, or I will just have these. What I showed you these the other day. They are plant-based bean burgers, and I have one of these at night because 2 is very, very, very filling for me. And then these are baked; they're not fried. Actually, that's not enough, but I don't have to have more than that. And then I'll just have them with one of these buns, and I'll have some hot sauce and mustard, and that's plant-based cheese. And so I'm running low. Uh-oh. And so I love plant-based cheese, and that's what I'll have at dinner on the nights that I'm not having the soup. Along with my burger, when I'm not having the soup, I will steam these green vegetables, which I love, and I eat them along with my burger, and then it will be a complete starch solution meal, because no starch solution meal is complete without that green vegetable. If you don't have a green vegetable with your starch, it's not good for your body or your stomach. So that is what I do every night. So I did say before that I thought I would make a peach and apple pie without sugar. These are going to be the ingredients that I'll use, but I'm not going to vlog it because I'm going to be using a gluten-free pie crust, and it's going to take too long. I'm just going to simply do it offline, and maybe I'll let you know how it turns out. I've done these pies before, and they are excellent. So anyway, hold on, and I'm going to get right back to you. Hi guys, so here's what I've been following, and this is a vegetarian program by Dr. Neil Barnard, and it's been around for many years, and it's funny that I came to discover this, and I've already vlogged this way back when I first began my channel. I discovered this just a few years ago, and I have been. My parents had this in their house for decades, and I never saw it. I never heard about it. I think my mom kept it hidden from me because she didn't want me to start following it. And she had her own ideas about animal protein. This is completely animal protein free. And I'm telling you guys, I began following this. I'd never been a vegetarian, but in my 40s, I began following this. That's how long it took me to find it. And immediately, I remember I was going to the gym daily at that time. I was doing maybe 5 miles, 6 miles on cardiovascular. And so with this, I became a completely, totally different person. If you can imagine, people didn't recognize me anymore. That's how small I got. But you know, my aim was not to get small. It was to feel better with my stomach. You know what I'm saying? And I did. I immensely enjoy following this meal plan. And however, it needed to be changed up. So that is when I discovered the Dr. McDougall's, that's John and Mary, who wrote this book, and it's based on starches. Now, if you're prone to having allergies, like maybe I do, maybe it's not the best, or maybe there's a way to work around it. Like the vegetarian program, it's not based at all on fat, sugar, or animal protein. That's all cut out. Nothing, none of that. Just strictly vegetables and carbs, really. And so you're allowed an enormous amount of starches, and there are up to 4 cups of rice per day, or 4 potatoes per day, or a loaf of bread per day, or a combination of all of those. And I think the combination does work best, because when I have 4 potatoes all at once, I start to get hives. It's not a good feeling. I don't know what it is. And so I'm also being told now that, you know, with the carbohydrates, it's like lactose. If you have a certain amount of carbs, it can give you urinary tract infection. And I think that is precisely what was going on with me when I got this bladder infection. I ate all that bread, that sourdough bread. I ate about a half a loaf. And because I had it in the microwave, it got all mushy, and then it stuck in my throat. And then that is when I started to have bladder issues. So I think there's something to that for my body, and I have to be very careful now of what kind of bread I eat. And so mind you, it doesn't occur with all bread, just that doughy, thick, the bread that I love. It just happens with that kind of bread. So I have to be very careful. And but you know, when I was a teenager, I lost all my weight with Weight Watchers. Now then, I was overweight. I'm talking enormously overweight. I lost 100 pounds. That's how overweight I was. So by 16, it was all gone. And it was a life changer. This is the healthiest because it chooses a balance between all food groups. So if anybody has any qualms about vegetarianism, or you know, too much starch, or cutting out all that sugar, and you find that these are too drastic, well, yeah, maybe. This is the way to go. And it has so many gorgeous recipes that I do follow from time to time. And I've loved it. So that's it in a nutshell, what I have actually been trying to live off. Not so much this lately, but more these. Because guys, I've been doing this off and on for about a year. And when I first began it last fall, right away, everything fell off me, including my clothes. And so I remember walking down the street one day and all of a sudden my pants started falling. And that was last, October, November? After this. But I felt good, which is why I stayed on it. Now, apart from the carbohydrate bread issue, it also gave me another issue, however. Last winter, around January, February, I had to stop because my face was like a hard mask. I had no fat whatsoever. On this, guys, diet, you are allowed, 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon of fat a day. That's good. This was good. On this one, you can't have any fat at all, ever. And so my skin doesn't like that. It does not like that. It likes to be moist. And now at this time of year, I don't have that problem. I have that issue of dryness with this diet right in the dead of winter. So I have to really watch out. I would say come around January, February, I switch and I go over to this guy's because he allows a little bit of fat every day. And so that is basically my experience. So yeah, that's basically my vlog for today. I thought I would do another one of these because I haven't done one in a long time, and my eating has changed up quite a bit. So that's basically what I eat in a day. I don't eat out anymore. I remember I was doing a lot of taste testing and taste challenges throughout the summer, but I don't eat out anymore. And I'm trying to cut down on popcorn too. So anyway, for those of you who are still waiting for me to come to your channels, in case you haven't noticed, I've begun a 10-day cycle in which I rotate. I don't come to your channels the same day every week as I used to. Because there are more of you right now, and because I'm going through a meltdown with my subscriber list, I'm taking things very slowly. And if you noticed, I only do certain channels on certain days that correspond with my uploads. If you know what I mean, it's easier for me that way, and it's very controlled. I still get a lot of new people every day, which I love, but I haven't forgotten you guys. I'm sorry if you feel like you have to unsubscribe, that I'm not loyal enough. I'm sorry about that. But I'm slowing down an awful lot. And so, you know, if I could do it all in one day, I would. But I can't do this every day. I have other things to do. And so I will come to your channel. Do not worry. I'm doing everybody once or twice every 10-day cycles. Unless you upload on a daily basis, then I will probably come to your channel at least once every 2 days, if not more than that. But if something happens, I have to skip it. I have to skip a folder and put it off. So this week I got sick. What can I say? I needed my sleep, so I let a lot of folders go. But I'm slowly getting back to them. So that's it for tonight. I hope that you've enjoyed listening to me talk about my eating and my bladder issues. I hope that everybody out there who is experiencing some bladder issues, without me getting too graphic, it could be E. coli, or there's something in the bread or milk or both that triggers that E. coli, and it reacts differently in everybody. So whatever someone else is affected by, the next few people, it won't ever make a difference. You never know. You could acquire this genetically or just randomly, when you've had a little too much of it, maybe. And so my next taste test should be an ice cream to see if that makes me sick, but I don't want to eat ice cream. So far, my issue with the yogurt is okay. I don't experience anything with that. So anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this vlog. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.